created for me, I believe that can be created. Kama mwili haiko, tunatumia yangu na
hotspot.
Tunaendelea.
It calms your nerves. It's a stress reliever. It's an antidepressant. It's antibiotic for your head.
When you have a professional driver in control, things are going to be good.
So many things we've had, but please don't deny yourself sex. Also, ebu fanyeni research.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Mawazo. My name is Mumbi Wanjiro, and with me is
Nancy Kianda, and today we are going to look at we have some interesting topic that we're going to talk about today, and we hope that you enjoy. We are going to talk about some of the misconceptions we had before we started having sex. And yesterday, within the week, I have posted the question in our social handles, and some of the questions we received are quite interesting. Some we are relating to them, some are new to us, but we'll try and see how that goes.
Yeah, so our question to you was, what is it that you wish you knew before you started having sex? What are those things you wish or you had heard about before you started having sex, then after you started having sex, it just blew you away, or it was killed? Whatever it is that you thought sex was is no longer what it is now that you know better, and you have been you have been actively having sex, and you've been in one relationship, 2 or 3. What is it that you knew then and now you just know it was a lie or was just a misconception? So the first one for me was, sex is just supposed to be in the bedroom. You cannot do it anywhere else. It's supposed to be done at night.
When it's dark.
Yeah, when it's dark. Yeah. No, you just have to hide. It's a shameful. I don't know whether to say it's shameful, but it's something you do in the dark. It's only sex is only supposed to be had at night, and it's supposed to be only in the bedroom. That is like the biggest misconception I think that really annoys me to this day, because now I realize it is my house.
Yeah.
It is my house. I can have sex in the bathroom. I can have sex in the balcony. I can, as long as I don't annoy my neighbors.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, on the kitchen counter, on the couches, on the floor, everywhere, anywhere. You can just have sex in a car. In an open field.
Oh.
By a river bank.
Oh, please.
At the beach. Everywhere. Basically, you can have sex anywhere.
As long as you're doing it with your partner.
Okay.
Well, that's for you to...
No, your partner can be the person you're having sex with at that time.
Moment.
Doesn't have to be anyway. But anyway, that's up to you to decide. But for me, that was the most annoying misconception, was that I am only supposed to have sex in the bedroom. Yeah.
But now we are here. Do you think that's whatever you thought then, and now you are here? Do you think it's still the same? You still think?
No way. From okay, let me just admit, from experience, bedroom is just for sleeping.
Oh.
Let's leave the bedroom for sleeping. That's it. I will not expound on it, but yeah, bedroom is just you go and sleep.
Funny enough, Mombi, you see, there are still some people who believe like that, and they know that sex ni kwa giza, stima off, ama kwa duvet ndani. After that, hata uweziona mpenzi wako, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. I
think hii ndo tuliaddress last. Okay, there's a time we talked about intimacy and how, like, by the time I get to have sex with you, I am not even ashamed, because sex is it's a very humbling, let me say, experience. Because you're putting yourself out there, you're exposing yourself. We talked about vulnerability. You're putting yourself out there. So by the time I get to accept or to decide that this is the person I'm going to have sex with today or in this moment, first of all, your shyness and embarrassment about, you see my stretch marks, my cellulite, you will see I don't have a six-pack. Who cares? Who stops in the middle of sex and says, where are the hips you are carrying? Who does that? Who stops in the middle of sex and says, uko na ka birthmark hapa, I don't want anymore? Who stops in the middle of sex and says, these stretch marks are too much? Who? No one. Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's all in our minds. I think if you're secure about your body, if you're purely secure about your body, and if someone loves you, they actually make you very secure about who you are, what you look like. So your body, it does not matter what shape, form you come in. The point is to be pleasured and to pleasure your partner. So your misconception here, he can't see me naked, she can't see me naked, what is that?
So clearly we are just human beings.
Yeah, and we all have, first of all, don't think you're the only one with a insecurity. Everyone I know, everyone in the world has had at some point or has an insecurity about their body.
Sure.
Maybe you're not big enough, you're not small enough, you have too many stretch marks, you have, so many things go on with our bodies, and as we age, our bodies change.
Sure,
I'm not the 16, 18-year-old I used to be. My body has changed. I have grown bigger in some areas have shrunk. It's just, so accept yourself as you are. And if you're mature enough, and maturity here is not about age, if you're mature enough, you will realize that those things don't matter. It's so superficial. Those things don't even matter to anyone. Personally, I don't wait to look for someone to strip their clothes and think, you don't look the same, outside of your clothes.
The way I thought.
No, I don't even care. I know what I came here for. Let's do what we came here for, and I don't even care what you look like. That does not matter. First of all, there's something I saw in you that I liked and that drew me to you, that made me want to have sex with you. So hizo zingine tu ni mehemehe. Yeah. So hizo insecurities, please do away with the insecurities. You're beautiful, your body is gorgeous, you're just perfect the way you are.
So umesikia kwamba sex is not just a bedroom matter. It can be anywhere in the kitchen. You can enjoy with your partner on balcony. Hata hapo kifua nguo, you can also enjoy sex. Anaweza kwambia tu, mpenzi.
Pause. Sinjo. So what is one misconception you had yourself?
Well, myself, I thought that sex was just a man thing, that I should never ask for sex from my partner. It was just for him and him. So wakati anataka tu, that's the only time we may enjoy sex. But kama mimi nataka, then nangoja hando wakati wenye anataka.
So what happens, because body no be wood, mwili jajengwa na mbao. So what happens, because I don't know if it's an African thing where we grow up knowing, because I also had the same misconception, and I don't know how to put it, but there are times when we need sex as well.
Sure.
As women.
Yeah.
You want sex and you want it so bad, and probably your partner is not in the mood. I don't know where the mood comes from, but he's not in the mood. I don't know where we buy moods, because I would buy for my person. So the person is not in the mood. So what do you do?
So najikaza tu hadi siku yenye maybe anataka, because I don't want him. I mean, there's that shame of asking, unaona kwenda kuuliza.
Utakuwa promiscuous.
Yeah, there's that shame. So
do you still think the same way?
Oh no, I don't still think the same way. Now I know that I can ask for it and enjoy it as much as I want.
So what if you ask for it and they are not in the mood?
Well, that mood is created for me. I believe that mood can be created, whatever mood you're talking about. I don't know sex, whether it's about mood. Some of the people actually say it's sex drive. Is sex about drive actually?
Yeah.
No. It's not about drive. So hapa, kama mood haiko, tunatumia yangu na
hotspot.
Tunaendelea.
Do you think? I also think if you have a healthy, mature relationship, sex is not about mood. No. It's not about timing. It's not about I'm not tired. We're always all tired. And you see, in this day and age, it's not like in the old age where men only worked and women stayed home. But even when you stay home, you also work. Like a housewife or a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job.
Sure.
It's a full-time job. So we are both equally tired. Does that mean we'll never have sex? We'll never be in the mood? Or we're both tired. Or until, like you said, your misconception was that he's the one who's supposed to initiate for it. So this man is always tired, coming late from work, or does not even live at home. He works outside the county. And then he comes and he's not in the mood. So you create the mood.
Yeah, mood is created.
So how do you create the mood?
Hey, there's so many ways of creating mood. You also know.
Maybe I don't know. Don't assume that I know. Maybe I don't know.
Let me be honest here.
Yeah.
Hakuna story ati ya kukosa mood. Kama nakufeel. Hakuna story ati nimechoka kama nakosa mood. I don't know where. That's just an excuse. Those are just excuses people give. Kama nakufeel, hiyo mood ama drive inakuja tu automatic.
Okay, on that note, I want to know, should you deny your partner sex because you're not, like maybe mmekuwa na ka-argument, akitoka asubuhi mliargue, akakubo, so hamjaongea the whole day, but in the evening you're in need. So, should you deny your partner sex
because we had an argument?
Because you're mad at them or you had an argument or something of the sort?
Oh no, you see, we should not use sex as a tool to punish our partners. That's wrong. That's wrong, viewers.
But it's not punishment, see.
But you see, if I'm denying you sex, you're my partner, and I'm denying you sex simply because ulininyima pesa ya salon.
Si mimi ni baby girl, unafaa uniambie pole.
At sasa ukikuja usiku, no, it's like punishing you because now we had that argument. But you should not use sex as a tool to punish our partners.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a woman can initiate sex, should initiate for sex, and you should not use it as a weapon.
Yeah, as a weapon.
You should always have sex. without claiming,
without fear,
actually you see this thing of women always saying, oh, I have a headache, oh, my back, oh, do you know? No, let me tell you, no, even if okay, mimi sidanganyangi, I'm not a liar, but
inaumanga kila siku mkienda wakati ana watch hapo
Afro cinema you know,
lakini ukifika ni hapo na inaumanga mgongo.
No, but let me tell you one thing I know for sure, sex ni dawa ya kichwa. I promise you. No, me, I know for sure from experience. Kama unaumwa na mgongo. No, I don't know by me. By Dr. Mombi. I am telling you, if you have a good sexual experience, and you see, sex is not just sex. It's not just quickly 15 minutes we are done. Kabla mchele itoke kwa moto, kabla ugali ive, you know, it's not, you don't rush it. But if you have a good sexual experience, it calms your nerves. It's a stress reliever. It's an antidepressant. It's antibiotic for your head. So I believe personally, I don't think I would deny someone sex because I have, even if I had a genuine headache. Sometimes you just annoyed with the person, but most of the time, that headache, imagine sex will cure it. That backache, imagine sex will cure it. If you have sex, a nice sexual experience. Because not just twa and we are done. Okay, there are times when that is nice. The spontaneous quickie is nice. But when you're...
Not always.
It's okay, not always. Because sometimes you don't want to... First of all, you don't want to plan for it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I think your story, a headache, manze. Let's just do it with our headache, and you'll see afterwards you'll be feeling releasing in the end of inzama nini, those hormones, the happiness, and you know, una relax, you feel nice, you feel better, you feel happier. If you have a good sexual experience, everyone can attest to this. And please comment down below and tell me, don't you feel better? Don't you feel happier? Don't you feel like there's no problems in the world in that very moment? But anyway, it's up to you. But I agree. Hakuna story ya headache.
Yeah. I agree. But I agree there that you don't have to plan for sex. You see, this is not something that you're going to have a movie director there coming to take you. Those things you see on porn, you know, zimechukua muda mwingi to be prepared. Cameras are there.
Those are actors.
Those are just actors. So don't prepare like that.
Yeah.
You end up and happy. But now there's a point you may insist hapa sana about having a good, when you have a good experience, sex experience. Hapo unamaanisha nini kiongelea about good sex experience?
I think wacha to address misconception as I answer your question. Misconception ingine ni kuwa sex is just intercourse. You know what sexual intercourse is?
Yeah.
So personally, I came to learn that's what I thought, that a man on top of a woman, that is sex, you know.
Sex.
I learned that there are so many styles. There are so many things I can do with a person, with the person's body. Before we get to intercourse, I am already satisfied. Like intercourse, the act of intercourse is a last resort. It's like you see the way you take a drink after you eat. Umekula, umeshiba. Now you just want that cold water, ama ka Fanta baridi, you know, kuteremsha tu, you know. That intercourse. Yeah, I have come to learn that intercourse is a like hiyo ni ya mwisho tu hapo. It's not even a must, because you can have orgasms without penetration.
Sure.
And by intercourse I mean penetration. So you can have intercourse, you can have sex without penetration and still get a lot of satisfaction.
Sure.
if you know your partner well, and that is where your good sexual experience in akujia. If you know your partner's body well, you have taken the time to learn. Do not, and first of all, please forget your ex, forget the women you've been with, forget the men you've been with. Learn this new person. This person that you're with, where do they like to be touched? How do they like to be touched? Do they like it rough? Do they like it gentle? Do they like to be kissed like this? Do they like to be touched here, touched there? Because sometimes you will touch me and I'm just wondering who sent you? Who sent you? Yeah, we last time we spoke about the tongue in the ears.
Yeah.
Some people may go crazy for that.
Yeah, sure.
But if you're doing it and no, this person's reaction, she's doing this as you're doing it. It could be it's ticklish, but most of the time, just watch out for their body language. No, take time to learn your partner's body. Learn that body like you know your body. Let them know, because your body, I know where to touch, to be touched, where to tell my partner to touch. And please, as we said, communication is very important. If it's not, kama ileti shangwe, katiza your story. Like speak up and say, no, just stop there, just go down, go this way, go to the left, to the right, go up, touch here, touch gently, squeeze here, pinch here. Just tell them what you want and never be afraid. Get as kinky as you want. Wacha aende akisemanga we ni mbaya, but when you are street,
you give it your all.
Yeah, you give it your all. But the point is, like you said, sex is not just for men.
Yeah.
So most of the time we let the man lead, and it's very good to have like one person leading the other. But it's also very important to reverse roles very often. And even you, as you're leading, you need to listen. And not listen with your ears, but listen as in watch her body language, watch his body language, watch their reaction. Because some people may be shy to tell you, especially when your relationship is new, you don't know what they want, you don't know. But by the time you get there, I feel like I should have told you. So you know where to touch. And maybe I'm just a very aggressive person, but I will tell you, pause, stop.
But
that is doing nothing for me. No, it shouldn't be a fear.
The fact that you are new, you see, I'm going to be with you, so I'm setting my foot. This is my stage. You set the stage, and it's going to be like this to avoid future.
Yeah, just speak.
So to preparing stage and all that, it's important. It's very important. Just like hadi unafika mahali like where you are craving a plate of fries of a plate of salad. So until your partner gets you there, maneno itakuwa mzuri.
Yeah.
But still, bado unahepa hiyo swali
gani?
Good sexual experience.
Yes, good sexual experience is when you know this person's body. I know your body so well that I know if I touch here, you see, you said about preparation, like you can set the mood yourself. So I know this person. If I touch here, ashajipa, like hiyo mood yake yenye haikuwa headache ina disappear, tunaenda kama tumeenda. So good sexual experience is where both of you are pleasured, fully satisfied. Good sexual experience is where I am not ashamed to be the person that I am sexually. That you won't question my motive or where did I learn this. You won't have another misconception or this girl is promiscuous because she knows too much more than me. No one was born knowing these things. We all research. We are not here because we are experts. We are here a bit because of experience, also out of curiosity. Because and we are not here to talk about these things because we know we have exhausted now, tumefika now kilele and we know everything. No, it's through curiosity. Personally, I got into this out of curiosity because I know there's something more out there for me to enjoy. And if it's something that I'm going to enjoy throughout my adult life, and this is my favorite, one of my favorite things about being an adult is that I can have sex anytime, anywhere, and I will not be arrested. No one will come. My mother will not come and beat me. No one will question it. As long as I'm having a healthy and happy sexual experience. So sexual experience depends on you. Whatever you deem fun, whatever you deem satisfying. Some people, the intercourse, the penetration that is satisfying to them, well and good. Some people, you go 3 hours, that is satisfactory. Some people want just quickies, na tumemalizana, and we go. Some people want to play kinkier. There are so many aspects of sex. Some people prefer kinkier sex. So just talk to your partner. talk to your partner. Let them tell you what it is that they deem. Let them know your fantasies. Ask about their fantasies as well. Try as much as possible to engage each other. I think also, let me add that a good sexual experience is when what I am doing to my partner, me seeing them pleasured, really, that turns me on.
When is that?
Yeah, when, okay, I don't know if they tremble.
Oh.
I do not know.
Anyway.
But
That's
you should teach me.
commercial break.
You should teach me to make people tremble. But yeah, but you watching your partner pleasured, the way they react, the way they breathe, the way they, there's so many things you look at. You can just watch their body language, how they. Maybe I can just
come out.
Yeah, okay. By the time a man is coming, he's already veins are out. But but you should be very keen. Hiyo na insist sana. Jua mwili ya mtu na ujue reactions zake. Usikuwe tu unashika mtu tu anakuangalia tu. Anakuuliza, na hii kunakaa kunyesha. Na nitaenda kubomoa hizi braids kugani, make sure they are there mentally, physically, emotionally, this person, because that for me, I think that the way they react and their body reacting, someone can say
chemistry.
Yeah, sawa, chemistry. Kwenda huko.
No, chemistry is important.
So yeah, it's fine. Whatever you mean. I don't know what you mean, but whatever she means. But yeah, just watching someone get pleasured by the things you're doing, it even motivates you. For example, kuna very famous pastor alipeana example akasema, when athletes, watu wa michezo, footballers, watu wa kukimbia marathon, kina Kipchoge, kina Usain Bolt, when they are running, kuna wale watu wako hapo kana sema Kipchoge, Usain Bolt, you're clapping for them, you're shouting, So pale katika ile when you're in the bedroom or on the kitchen counter or on the floor or in the shower, sometimes you do it in the shower.
Yeah.
So when you're having sex, can you motivate your partner?
Oh.
By not just your body language, but even si kukaa tu umekauka
kusemi kitu.
Sasa paka anashindwa, are we still here? Are you still here? Ama ushaenda umeniacha, like the moans, motivate them by the way you moan. You don't just just lay there.
Cheer them.
Yeah, cheer them on by say some beautiful words, like whisper in their ear. React with your body. Don't just, when you're touched here, it's the same as when he's touching your foot, when he's touching your hair, it's all the same. When they touch a certain part of your body, if I touch your knee and that is your your turn on point, it's one of the points where you get turned on by, can you react?
At least aendelee
hapo mwambie hapo mwambie apunguza speed, slow down, kuna bump ahead, So for you to have a good sexual experience, you need to communicate by reaction, by verbally reacting, by so many things. So I think that's a topic by itself.
Yeah,
we should discuss.
I hope you and I will agree that a good sex is not based on the time taken. It's not based on sizes. It's not based on where it's done. But you can have a good sex anywhere. When you have a professional driver in control, things are going to be good.
Whatever amount of time you decide you want to have sex, make sure you enjoy. And on the issue of size, let me just say, the driver drives the vehicle. Does not matter how big the vehicle is, how many people it can accommodate. Gari ni dereva.
I'm glad we agree.
That is my opinion. I don't know if I have any other misconceptions. Do you?
Yeah, there was another that from a certain lady, said that she thought that when you are pregnant, you're not supposed to have any sex.
I think most of the time, we are scared, especially if you're having the first child. I think that's when it occurs to you, or you have the fear of maybe you hurt the baby, maybe. But I can say for sure, having sex while you're pregnant does not affect your baby in any way. The only time is if you're at risk of catching this in STIs, that is when now you should be worried. But if you're having a partner and you've been having a healthy sex life and now you've become pregnant, it should not, that is not like the end of your sex life or sexual experience. You can continue having sex up until you give birth.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Personally, okay, let me say, personally, I was told that once I have sex while pregnant, mtoto atatoka akiwa mchafu. Sijui hapa mtoto anatoka akiwa mchafu. There is hiyo stuff ya white mtoto anatoka nayo.
Okay.
So those are just
they're just misconceptions. Hizo ni panganga tu. Because one thing I know for sure, and I'm 100% sure, and I'm not OBGYN, but I know for sure that, okay, you whatever tunaitanga uchafu. Let me first explain that one according to what I know. Not that I'm not an expert, neither am I a professional gynecologist, but this is what I know. When the baby is in the womb, they live in a fluid. In the amniotic sac. That is a fluid. The baby lives in water, some sort of liquid. So, if you yourself were to stay even 30 minutes or like an hour in water, your skin shrivels.
Yeah.
You know. So for your baby to be, for your baby's skin to be protected from that liquid that they live in, because they're like sunk in water, they're preserved in that fluid. So for your baby's skin to be protected, the body naturally, it's something that forms naturally. That layer of white, whatever, I can't remember the name, but I'll find out what the name is and I'll put it down below. But so that is a protective layer. It is not from the father. It is not from you having too much sex. It has nothing to do with sex, basically. It's just a natural occurrence, and that's how all babies are born. Some of them are born with more than others. Some of them on the skin, some of them it's just mostly on the head. It does not come off. And of course, if the head has a lot of hair, it will take some time before it goes out. Before you can be able to wash it off completely. So please don't have that misconception. You can have sex up until you give birth, but if you experience pain while having sex, please go see a doctor. If while pregnant, you will realize that the bigger you grow, the bigger the pregnancy grows, there are positions you can't really, like missionary, you can't have someone lying on your stomach. You're not supposed to lie on your back, you know. So you have to find other styles, and that is where your sense of curiosity and adventure applies. You have to find new styles, you and your partner, not just you, not just your partner, but do not deny yourself pleasure just because you're pregnant. Because imagine you're pregnant for 9 months, or those 40 weeks, assuming like the doctor says it's 40 weeks, that's 10 months. Plus you have to stay another almost 2 months after you give birth. That's a whole year. Wow. So your partner is supposed to stay, okay, not even just your partner. Let us even forget the partner that is not pregnant. You as a pregnant person, because you're the one, it's you. Yeah, it's you who's being affected mostly. You want to tell me you'll stay for a whole year without sex?
Mtoto asichafuke.
Ai, shauri yake. But also I think we also need to learn about our reproductive system. The way the reproductive system is made. If you remember your, I think Form 2 or Form 1 biology, tulisoma how the woman's, you know, where the ovaries are, venye inakuanga imekaa hivi. So these are where the ovaries are and all that, and then where the vaginal canal, the cervical canal, and then the uterus. So first of all, your vaginal canal, your cervix cannot open, so nothing goes to the baby. Your cervix only opens when the baby is ready to come out, or if you're having a miscarriage. But when anything is being expelled from the womb, like when you're pregnant, that means the baby is coming out. So unless the baby is ready to come out, your cervix will not open. So, and if it opens before preterm, that it's a danger sign. So go to the hospital. Your vaginal canal is where the man penetrates, or whoever is penetrating. So don't think that the man just like will hit the baby because that's another misconception, that the man will hurt the baby, like they will feel the baby's head, or mtoto atashika. So many things we've had, but please don't deny yourself sex. Also, ebu fanyeni research. I think like if you're curious enough and you want to enjoy fully, please do your research. Do your research kabisa. Exhaust every avenue. So the internet is everywhere. Google these things, YouTube, everywhere. You'll find all these styles, all these different things. And also, you don't even have to go to the hospital for the doctor to tell you. Just Google your symptoms. It's okay. It's not good to ask Dr. Google, because sometimes Dr. Google will tell you you're dying the next minute, But if you're pregnant, of course, you're going for prenatal classes or prenatal clinics. Yeah, go and ask. It's not, it's kuuliza si ujinga. Don't be embarrassed to ask these questions. Go with your partner. I wish all partners would take their pregnant ladies to, or wives, girlfriends, to the prenatals, so they would also learn.
Sure.
Ask those questions. Men, don't be scared to ask your woman for sex just because she's pregnant. Don't be scared that you will break her or hurt her. The baby is so far and very protected that it will take a lot, yeah, for you to harm the baby.
Also, pregnant women, you can also enjoy sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you conclude? What have you learned? What is the one misconception that you had up to today that has been, we have killed it?
Killed it today. No, I have. I'm sure say I have friends.
Your
that,
pregnancy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can enjoy sex when I'm pregnant. I can initiate sex as a woman. I can initiate. I can come up with styles and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
But most importantly, consent.
There's so much. I don't think we can fit it in one show. But I think next time we should have different people. We should have different men and women just come and tell us like what's the misconception. Because I have so many responses from people, comments and questions about this topic. And I think at some point we'll start. Do you want to come? Do you guys want to come and like have this discussion with us and talk about it? So yeah, thank you for joining us. It has been Mawazo, where we're trashing taboos, claiming our sexy and owning it. Wazo langu la leo, wazo kuu, is that please do not listen to other people. Don't carry people's ideas into your sex life. Your sex life is yours and yours alone. Do not listen to other people. It's good to ask for advice, but eventually you have to make the decision for yourself on what is right, what is pleasurable, and what is fun for you and your partner. The only person's opinion that matters is your partner's, and of course yourself. It's up to you to decide what you want to do and what not to do. So until next time, subscribe, like, and share,
and remember to leave a comment.
So guys, until next time, my name is Mumbi Wanjiru
and I'm Nancy Kenda, na hayo ndio mawazo yetu.